Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Econ Cat 88, and along the theme of bars and restaurants closing, here's another one. Well known in Toledo's history for the last 15 or so years. Mickey Finn's, corner of LaGrange and Huron. Done. Out of business. And I believe he owns this whole corner. That building over there you see that's for sale. That's he owns that one. Huron and LaGrange. Get a little bit closer look at the place here. This was a pretty happening spot for, like I said, a good decade or so. But once the downtown build-up occurred, this guy was kind of turned into an orphan over here in North Toledo. But that was a nice place to hang out for many years for folks down here. So I'm mainly making this video for people that are Toledo natives who have moved away. You can see they're not maintaining the sidewalks in this neighborhood. So this is what happens initially. I did a video on this yesterday. You get these neighborhood cheerleaders, and they work in tandem with the local government to get funding to supposedly revitalize these neighborhoods. And they spend a lot of money on silly things like sidewalks and planting a bunch of trees, thinking that it's going to revitalize the economy. And then, as you see here, it kind of gets forgotten over time. And most of these cheerleaders downtown don't remember the 90s when they were talking about revitalizing this neighborhood, which is called Vistula. And I've done several videos on Vistula since I started my YouTube page a few years ago. But Mickey Finn's has officially closed. The guy was struggling for a couple years, really. And he tried leasing it out to somebody else. Apparently that didn't work out, and he kicked him out. You can see the city infrastructure is just falling apart. Meanwhile, they have money to spend on fancy sidewalks and planting trees. And then later on in a few years, they don't have money to maintain the trees. They don't have money to maintain neighborhood crews to come out here and pick weeds. And somebody's actually stolen this half of this metal grating here, because the tree kind of pushes it out of its initial setting. That Democratic pub, I believe that was part of Mickey Finn's also. It closed a while ago. Looks like there might have been another bar here called $2 Bills at one time. Not sure if that was a gay bar. I really don't know. I never really hung out here at Mickey Finn's, but never even heard of this $2 Bills until now. But again, this is another quick video. I just wanted to do another video about my recent theme of bars and restaurants just collapsing. And I think that's going to be a very common theme. And look at this. This is sickening. I hope all you downtown homers are watching this. And yes, believe it or not, at one time they were just as excited about revitalizing this neighborhood as they are downtown in the warehouse district today. And I will bet my last dollar that inevitably downtown will look like this. Disgusting. Thousands and thousands of dollars spent. And it actually looks worse now than if they just would have never done anything at all. One other quick point to make. This corner building used to be Hot Dog Johnny's. Some of you folks that are longtime Toledoans should remember that name. Again, look at the conditions of these sidewalks. It's just terrible. I mean, this is basically Toledo's Skid Row now. And it has been for a long time. That's why it was stupid to ever pour money into trying to revitalize this neighborhood. It's just probably just about 100% of the residents are on public assistance. So there just isn't any kind of a wealth base here to support any kind of business except for maybe a liquor store or a Dollar General. Cigarettes, beer, and lottery sure do sell though. So that's it for this one. This is Econ Cat 88 signing off from ground zero of America's economic collapse. Toledo, Ohio, Vistula neighborhood.